Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
Let this douchebag sing to you forever.
Troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days. Happy golden days of yore. Brian, is something wrong?
You singing, that's it.
I'm trying to get in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, this is, Brian likes, more ethnic Christmas music. Let's just put it that way. I mean, it's not...
All right. What's going on?
Welcome to our Christmas show.
Yes, everybody. Welcome to Shooting the Ish. It's Chris, George, and Brian. Brian back after a long hiatus of shooting movies. Very good, Brian.
I try.
George gave you a lot of shit when you were gone.
What?
So I've heard.
What?
Yeah.
What was that all about? Brian, George, George was jealous of you and your acting.
What?
I find it hard to believe, but do you have any grievances that you want to let out, George?
Yeah, of course
Hello?
I do.
It's Brian. That's not telling me anything, pal. It's not telling me anything. What do you want to tell me?
Congratulations.
Wow. He wasn't so congratulatory the last time.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised. You know, he thinks I guess I'm too big enough to do this show. You know, he's like, oh, this mother.
What?
Yeah, you were thinking to yourself when you heard that I was doing a movie like this.
You got the little bird from Looney Tunes on you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
George's alter ego.
All right, so George was a little more vulgar when you were off the show, but maybe he's nice to you now that you're back on the show. He just wants you to be here because it's so fun when you're in studio, Brian.
Missed you.
I find it hard to believe, but okay. So you missed me, George?
Brian, I missed you, man. I missed you.
George is having problems loading up his next sound clip.
But that's because he didn't expect that question from me.
I can never tell if I'm talking to... Very bashful now that you've made a mistake. I can never tell if I'm like... When George is talking, I can never tell if I'm talking to like the real George or soundboard George. Like, I don't know if he's like coming up with a sound bite in the form of a joke, or if he's making a noise, or if it's like a real conversation.
Well, in this case, that's him having a brain fart. So, you know, whenever he has a brain fart, he plays the sound bite. Go figure.
No, yeah. I really missed you. And Chris, I don't miss you because I deal with you enough.
Wow, thanks.
Right.
If this was not radio, I could tell. I could see him, and I could tell when he's putting on which hat.
I know. I mean, it actually brings
I think his soundboard is broken, and that's the only one he has.
Yeah,
that's the only sound he has left from the 40s.
It's stuck.
This is a Christmas episode. Why are you playing Britney Spears and Looney Tunes?
What are you talking about?
You're having an identity crisis. What's up?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Merry Christmas to everyone out there. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Anything good?
Laying low.
Laying low? Did you do something wrong?
Well, not yet.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to have a busy night Christmas Eve?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, no. I'm going to be laying low. I don't think it's going to be busy, so.
Are you working?
Yeah, I'll be working, and not on any movie though. I'll be attending to my regularly scheduled job.
He's working on the movie called Manual Labor.
And I got cameras everywhere documenting it.
He's got multiple angles, making sure he
multiple angles. Yeah, it's very Truman Show like. I'll tell you that much.
Wow, all of it winds up on the cutting room floor. Yeah, no. It's like who are those directors like Steven Spielberg who do 100 takes? They just leave it all on the floor.
It's more like Stanley Kubrick, like Charlie Chaplin do let's do 300 of the takes of the one scene and all that. Just so I can't do it. Bunch of narcissists.
Yeah, you work on the truck, right?
No. Actually, I work. It's a hub, and like the way it's set up is that I have like a conveyor belt right in front of me, and I have like 12 that are behind me, and basically I'm just sorting the packages to these different 12 conveyor belts, and they basically lead to different box lines where the packages get stored or shipped into different trucks. That's basically it.
You're like one of Santa's elves.
Yeah, without the
George, play the whole clip of that. What is that?
Well, this is from an old Looney Tunes cartoon, guys, that I stumbled upon recently again. I just crack up every time I hear it.
It's a mother bird. Time out.
Vulture.
It's a mother vulture trying to push her child out of the nest to learn how to fly, but he's like a mama's boy and doesn't want to leave the nest.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of our relatives.
Yeah, it hits too close to home.
What are you waiting for? Get a move on! Get going! Scrum! Well, at least go out and get a little rabbit or something.
I like how they give the mother an ethnic foreign accent because
go get a little rabbit.
I wonder if the vulture had any stereotypical foreigner facial features that they gave her that voice.
Yeah, big nose, kind of sloped.
Right. Yeah. I wonder if the vulture looked very Slavic to be having that voice.
What are you talking about? Go fly out of the nest.
It's like poverty era, industrial revolution, immigrant to New York City sort of vulture.
Yeah. So have any of you done any Christmas shopping this season so far? I ordered one thing off of Amazon, and it turns out that it was the wrong thing. So that ends my Christmas shopping.
Did you get it delivered via the drone? Did the drone come to your house?
Yeah. The drone is also known as my mailman. He's a nice guy.
So no missiles came your way. That's a good thing, at least.
I'd welcome the missiles because good luck finding me. I'm hidden in my apartment complex. That shit can't get to me. It'll hit the other apartments first.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
I'm telling you.
He lives in that big house from the movie Prisoners. That big abandoned building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no one will ever notice.
I'm in the bathtub.
You have Paul Dano in the bathtub with you.
Yeah, and just turn on the hot water every couple of minutes.
Oh, you're so kinky. George, you're so kinky.
What? I'm not doing it to turn myself on. I'm doing it to torture them, man.
Brian, did you do any Christmas shopping?
I wouldn't say I've done any Christmas shopping, but I have done some Christmas shipping gifts. I've been...
So you handled everyone else's Christmas. You didn't do your own, though.
Let's just put it this way. You can't tell me shit that I don't give,
Yeah.
I think I shipped an important gift to a family member recently.
Brian feels like he gave a Christmas gift because he handled thousands of them going through the what is that, the conveyor belt?
The conveyor belt. I don't need to buy anything. I just gotta handle the package.
I don't need to buy any, kid. I dealt with enough.
I mean, I swear, working at this job, that's just as charitable as it gets for me.
Brian,
this is Brian's Christmas soundtrack in his head all day.
Run, Rudolph, Randolph ain't too far behind.
Brian, you should use that line. You should hand somebody an empty box for Christmas and then say, no, you should not give them a present and be like, I just want to let you know I dealt with 1,000 Christmas presents this year already.
Right. And then I should say, can't say I didn't do anything for you.
Right.
Don't say I didn't think about your kid.
Get it together and buy your mom some flowers, and that's enough of that.
Oh, God.
I gave everyone checks. I don't know if that's probably a bit impersonal, isn't it?
No. You?
No.
Oh,
You?
Whatever. Don't you think it's very crazy how the Christmas music starts right after Halloween, and the people who work in these stores have probably heard these songs over and over and over again?
I know, it's pretty terrible.
I guess it's better than hearing Lady Gaga in those stores over and over and over again.
Or just the beeps.
But
right, yeah,
but at least that changes every few months. I mean, the Christmas songs are the same every year.
Yeah, the newest Christmas songs are from like 2004. There's like one new one added a decade. Like in the 90s, Mariah Carey got that one. And in the 2000s, I think Michael Bublé might have got another one a couple of years ago.
Oh, God.
It's only like every 10 years, only one makes the cut, you know?
Which reminds me, did anyone see that Michael Bublé Christmas special?
You didn't see it? No, we didn't see it. What happened?
Nope.
Wait, you should be writing Christmas cards to your family. Why are you on this show?
Are you talking about me or George?
I'm talking about the Vulture. No, I'm talking about you.
The Vulture.
I mean, they'll be taken care of. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, kid, I'm going to ship them to Hawaii. Ha ha.
And the house is mine. Yes.
Brian, you should steal people's Christmas presents from the conveyor belt and then just bring them home for your family.
Oh, yeah, sure. And then, I'll be caught on candid camera, taking them shits, and then I get fired.
World's Dumbest Criminals 7.
Exactly.
Stealing from his own job.
I'll crack the top. I'll be number 1 in the top 10.
You'd be Black Santa. Speaking of racist jokes against black people.
Yeah.
But George, what was that? So I guess some PR lady at a PR firm. Let's jump into a little bit of news. Christmas news.
Oh yeah, this is
always our American news is just so crazy.
Slow.
Stupid.
Apparently, this chick, Justine Sacco.
Divisive news of the day.
Dun 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 dun. George's news. Nope. This chick, Justine Sacco, just got fired from her job at IAC as a PR consultant. Well, she worked in the PR department of IAC, and I didn't know what IAC was until today, but it's apparently a conglomerate that owns Match.com, Dictionary.com, Ask.com, About.com, Vimeo. Like, it's a huge company that owns half of the internet, basically. So she definitely got paid well in that job. So apparently she tweeted, I don't understand people. She tweeted yesterday, I think. She's like, okay, I'm going to Africa. Hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding. I'm white.
Nope.
Yeah, and then when the boss of IAC saw that, all that was going through his head was
So what happened? I think they gave her the Vince McMahon, you're fired.
Yeah, they removed her from the website immediately, and I think she's fired. Like, they removed her contact information from their website.
I'm gonna take you off my buddy list, bitch.
I hope you get a virus. You and your computer.
But that's like, let's think about it. PR is, let's think about what PR is. PR is a corporate owned, basically public relations is a way to limit your speech in a way that limits the damage that can be caused by your speech in this ever-present social world. So to do that as a PR,
or it can be used to promote yourself.
This is like a chef, a world-renowned chef, handing you a plate of dog shit and saying, "Enjoy."
Try this, kid.
More like a doctor basically giving him or herself a syringe laced with every aggressive virus that is out there.
Right, this will help. Try this.
Yeah, exactly.
Take 2 at night, and you won't have to worry about the next night.
I mean, that's
Right,
something. Exactly. What she tweeted is something you might text one of your equally sick-minded friends. That you don't tweet that, especially if you have a job for a huge company like this. I mean, if you or I or somebody else
if you work
tweeted
for Match.com.
Yeah, ask Jeeves or whatever. Jeeves got pissed.
Yeah.
But even if you or I or somebody like that tweeted this, I mean, Brian, you might get fired from your job, but who cares?
Also, man, right, thanks.
Christmas layoff.
I appreciate your concern, courtesy from Mount Olympus.
Yeah. Yeah,
George,
kid.
do they have Christmas in Greece, or did
Of
the
course.
I didn't know Zeus allowed that. I didn't know if Zeus would allow that.
Zeus is all about partying, man.
I feel like when you enter Greece, like a yellow filter gets put over your eyes, and everything's like you step into mythology or something.
I don't know about you all, but I can see myself going postal on Mount Olympus just if I get fired and shit like that.
Yeah.
Zeus was pissed off with me. Don't worry, I got your ass. Don't worry.
There is a Mount Olympus out here in Hollywood that one of our Gumby friends lived on until he got removed from his newest apartment.
Wow.
Oh, come be.
Yeah, so there is a Mount Olympus obviously here and in ancient Greek mythology as well. So
all right, then I'll go to
Zeus is down. Zeus is down for Christmas, and he's for Easter especially. Oh man, we roast those goats on the spit.
Roast those goats.
So it's good. So apparently this chick got fired, and now who cares? So the IAC has to clean up this mess that she created. But other than that,
IAC.
Yeah, it's just a giant internet conglomerate. Like it's insane. I had no idea.
I like how corporations just have those random letters and you don't ever know what they mean.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, it just goes to show you that our generation, there is no filter. You would think that with all this media at our fingertips, there will at least be a filter, but nope. Yeah, oh, you can play that.
You know what it is? Because of social media, there's no company loyalty as it existed in the 50s and 60s. And
well,
I'm not saying that's I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's not like in Japan how they're very loyal to their companies, and this is the market of free agency, out here.
Yeah, but the thing is that you have billions of dollars at stake, and and reputations to uphold. Yeah. And if one little bad egg shows his or her true colors, that's bad for business altogether. So they gotta get rid of it swiftly and efficiently, so that they can obviously get back to the way things were.
Plus, yeah, you're right. I mean, plus the main issue is there is freedom of speech, but you're obviously going to suffer the consequences depending on your position in this world. And another thing that she failed to realize is that women aren't funny.
Oh,
damn.
Women are not funny.
George, it's Christmas. Calm down.
If a dude, ho, ho, ho. If a dude had said that, yeah, he might get a slap on the wrist, but like people would laugh, like, oh, he's a jokester. Women aren't funny. So it's usually because women can be catty. Guys aren't catty. Guys are just stupid.
I disagree with you, but okay.
So George, what do you think of Lisa Lampanelli overall?
She's kind of annoying. She's entertaining, but she's annoying, if you ask me. I've met her when I was working for a radio personality in New York. I met her,
Well, the other thing is that the lines are so blurred now, and bad content, you don't have to go looking for it. It's in your face. You know, someone drives by with their radio blasting, and you could hear some sort of sex song, violent thing.
Baby.
I mean, seriously. I mean, your kids on the street are exposed to, like, walking down the street, exposed to any fucking thing that the person decides to play out their window. And people are so in their own worlds, they don't realize that. But there's also, you know, music and lyrics that are explicit, that people are exposed to all the time. So it's not like, for instance, on Fox News the other day, you know how they go to commercial with like a little song?
Mm-hmm.
They'll play like a pop song. Someone must have loaded in a rap song on Fox News. But that's not the shock. The shocking part was that it had the word nigga throughout the song. And they went to break with the song like, my nigga, what's up with my nigga?
Oh, really?
What up, my nigga? My nigga, like a million times.
So
I wish I was watching it.
Did they apologize?
Yeah, they came back from commercial and they apologized, but it was like, it's just we live in such a weird society where the lines are blurred with this. It's like, oh, so you can't say the word black, but walking down the street, out of someone's car window, you might hear the word nigga 10 times within 10 seconds.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
people are very sensitive, but at the same time, things are like more hardcore now than they were in the past. So
Right, everything.
it's kind of
right
a
now, it's
contradiction.
right, everything seems to be like an afterthought now. You know, everybody's just doing whatever, and they realize the consequences after the fact. There's no forethought anymore. It seems.
Right. And it's easy not to have forethought when you're drunk. And what time was that tweet sent? Because if you're drunk or whatever, and you know it's the middle of the night, you say something stupid, you might not even remember what you said the next day.
I think she was in London at the time, and it was sent out at 10 o'clock.
A.M. or P.M.?
P.M.
Oh, she could have been drunk. London doesn't London
she could have
shut
been
down
drunk.
at a certain hour? Like, it's a very working town. I think they get their drinking in early. You have to know where the after hours bars are over there to even go out late.
This is Europe, though. Everything stays open all the time.
I don't know if that's true for London.
Maybe. I've never been. I'm not sure.
I'm not rich enough to go to London.
You've been to London?
No, I've never been to London.
Oh, no?
Never been to England.
Oh,
Really?
I was in Ireland and I took a boat over to France, but I avoided it because it's way too expensive over there, or it was at the time.
Probably is. Still is.
Yeah, it's like double our dollar.
There's no such thing as deflation now, so I'm quite sure everything's inflated since the last time you've been there.
Right. It's just crazy. I don't know what else to say about this situation.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
I bet you she wished she did get the AIDS instead of getting fired. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I don't know which. I'd rather get fired, I think.
Yeah, I guess that getting fired is a better alternative to AIDS. Brian, you'd rather get AIDS than get fired? You are a company man.
I'm talking about the lady who got fired. She probably was thinking, maybe I should have gotten the AIDS instead of getting fired.
Well, good news is she doesn't have to go to Africa now.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, maybe that's why she did it. Maybe she said, screw this, I'm not going there. Maybe her company wanted her to go there. Maybe she didn't want to go. She just said that.
Who knows? She might get a job. She might get a job at Reach Out Worldwide. Who knows? I don't know. What is it called? Reach Out Worldwide, something like that.
Rusty Trombone.
Or Rusty Trombone, yeah.
What else is going on in the news?
That's a good question.
Nothing.
Nothing. That's it. All right, show's over. Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, I mean,
happy Valentine's Day.
News. Right. Not
it's
much.
pretty slow.
Wow.
I mean, it's getting to the point where they're reporting on Obama's approval rating being at like 41% or 40%.
Oh right, I saw some press interview where they were grilling him. Like the reporter was like, "Are you aware that your polls are low?" And he was like, "Oh, actually, my polls are high."
Yeah, pulling that Jedi mind trick as he usually does.
There's well, I don't know about news because I'm just out of touch. I'm in my own head, as most people are out here in Hollywood. But there's been a bunch of movies that have come out lately.
Right. Oh, Brian, real quick, Brian, what were you saying about Obama's thing?
Oh.
No, I'm just saying. Well, they're saying that it was it's the lowest it's ever been since his tenure. That's all.
I mean, I actually heard that, and I have audio of Obama. They asked him, is your rating lower than it's ever been?
I wonder what he said.
Scram!
No.
Am I that predictable?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't care. I'm gonna.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes.
Scram.
Well, I guess the thing with what does Obama even give a shit? It's his last term. He can do whatever he wants.
What does he have? 2 years left?
No.
He has like 2 years left.
Yeah, 2 years left.
What is he holding a press conference about this? No one's going to impeach him. He's not doing anything impeachable.
Because Obama's an actor, man. He's in the limelight.
He's like a movie star president when we haven't had one since Jack Kennedy.
He's going to star in the next Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah. Bill Clinton was like a TV star president. He wasn't a full movie star president.
He was a porno star president.
He was like jazz lounge president. He was like president. He was like the anchor man of presidents.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy.
Now I'm having flashbacks of that Arsenio Hall episode where he actually played the sax. Hilarious.
Right. That was very.
Yeah, he was just smooth. Clinton was smooth all around, and Obama's pretty smooth as well. But the thing is that people respected Bill more than Obama because he was obviously the boss in that relationship between him and Hillary. And Obama and Michelle is the boss.
Speaking of Michelle.
Oh yeah.
So people know, like, all right, yeah, he's very smooth and he's very strong, but Michelle is the boss and she could kill Barack if she wanted to.
Yeah,
but
I saw.
Bill was very the boss.
I saw a picture where Obama was getting along with some woman, and then Michelle Obama made Obama switch seats with her, so that.
Yeah, because she was doing the lady wanted to do a selfie. She wanted to do a selfie with the president, and he was cool with it, but obviously Michelle wasn't having it. Not having it.
That's so funny. I
saw that too. Actually, that's pretty funny.
Well, she went on. What's that show? Fallon, Jimmy Fallon, and she was doing like a bunch of mom dancing, quote unquote mom dancing. She's pretty smooth.
Yuck.
What are we talking about here?
You mean yuck?
Mom dancing. Not a yuck about Michelle. Yuck about mom. There's a thing called mom dancing. Yuck to that.
Michelle Obama was on Jimmy Fallon basically dancing and doing like all these different type of dances.
Okay.
It was like a contest basically.
It was just like a little gig. Like Jimmy Fallon was dressed in drag as a mom, and Michelle Obama was there as a mom, and I guess she was promoting like kids being healthy, so they were dancing.
Double yuck.
Okay. Okay. It was cheesy, but it was interesting because it was the president's wife, like, doing a dance segment on a late night talk show.
Well, she's the
and
fucking
she was
boss.
she was really good. She was really smooth with rhythm and everything.
Well.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, okay, but she's still. This is a politician we're talking about. You don't expect them to be smooth at all. These people.
Politician's wife.
Okay, but she does political things.
I know.
You think Hillary would be able to do that? What she was doing?
Not with those cankles.
Okay. But yeah, I lost track of where I was even going with this.
So anyone gonna go see Anchorman 2? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I wanted to go with that. Anchorman. Have you seen all the promotion they're doing for it?
I purposely have blinded myself to every promotion about Anchorman 2. Anytime I saw Ron Burgundy do an interview with somebody, with Peyton Manning guest starring on Good Day America, Good Day whatever, I purposely have not watched it because I don't want to get sick of that character. I love that character. So I don't know any of the promotion. I turned away. I don't want to know any of it. So now the movie's out.
Well, I guess some people are saying the reason he's promoting it so hard is because the movie might be sucking hard.
But actually, our Gumby friend actually said that it was not bad. You know.
Was it good?
Fuck him.
Yeah, he said it, excuse. I didn't know you had something against him. What do you got against Gumby, George?
Nothing.
So what the hell are you saying? Oh, fuck him. Like, you know, like he dated your sister or something like that, even though you got a whole bunch of brothers anyway. You know?
Like he dated your brother.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't spoken to my brothers that he could have.
They was
But I heard the movie's obviously not as good as the original. A few
Oh, no,
sequels.
no.
You dated your gangsta brother.
Yee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a sequel. I mean, you can't expect
Well,
too
yeah,
much.
that's what I heard. That there are some funny moments in the film, but you know, it doesn't reach the level that the first one. Not that the first one was like, you know, classic. It was a classic.
Those movies though are all like Saturday Night Live skits, so it's hard to do a sequel to a gimmick.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to see that. I want to see Grudge Match. That's what I'm going to see.
You never saw the first Anchorman.
I don't want to see it.
Are you serious? You really want to go see Grudge Match?
I want to see Grudge Match really
Well,
bad.
I'm going to see it too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm actually. I hope it's going to be funny.
You know, Sly's got to get his win back from Rocky 6.
This is like, yeah, I guess so. Right? Who knows?
You know, he needs to end with a win. So the Rocky character is way too old. But if he's fighting another old man, then that'll do it.
I'm actually surprised that Kim Basinger, even though she's 60, looks pretty decent for her age. That's what I'm amazed at. I saw like some of the clips from the film.
She's in it?
We're in it.
Yeah, Kim Basinger's in there. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They should have just made this a Rocky movie and had him fight Spider Rico again, or one of these old guys. Or they should have had him do Ivan Drago again. That would have been good.
That would be good.
Unfortunately, Ivan Drago is preoccupied with this little film called The Expendables 3, which I did see the little teaser to the film. And they have like Wesley Snipes, Antonio Banderas, and Harrison Ford joining. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, jeez.
I'm waiting till The Rock turns old so he could be in one of those.
It's going to be a long time.
No, he'll be in Fast 75. Don't worry. You know, he's got that franchise. He's all right.
Right, it's kind of weird to say that he's too big of a star for Expendables if he's in Fast and Furious 1,000,000.
Yeah, the reality is that The Rock is the biggest star in the world right now, and number 2 is Robert Downey Jr. So
what happens with Fast 7? Is The Rock going to get a bigger role with Paul Walker dying, or what can they do? Weren't they in the middle of shooting?
Well, apparently they go ahead.
No, I mean, Walker completed half or more than half of what he was supposed to be doing.
Oh, that's really bad though. That means they have a bunch of stuff that's half done.
Right, but they're gonna still. I mean, ideally, in terms of what I think they should do, is still keep those scenes in, and what they should do is hire a body double.
Yeah.
And a damn good impersonator. And
this is what they're doing.
Does that get seen as tasteless when you do something like that?
No, but this is what's happening.
It may sound tasteless, but the reality is within the character and within the nature of the story, it's really all about family, and it would seem out of character for the Brian O'Connor character to like just drive off into the sunset and leave that team.
So they're gonna have to explode him in a car. They're gonna have to kill him in the movie.
Well, this is what's happening. They reached out to his real life brother who looks similar to him.
Is this a joke?
No. They're not twins, but he looks like him, similar haircut, similar features to complete the rest of the movie. So in my estimation, they shot most of his important things. And physically, he looks like him.
Wow.
If you glance, he looks like him. And his brother's a stuntman. So he looks like him, and they reached out to him to help complete Fast. What is it, 6? Or this is 7? This is 7 that's coming out. Yeah, they reached out to him. That's as far as I know. I don't know if he agreed or anything like that, but they did, and that's probably how they're going to complete the movie.
They should do it. I know that movie's kind of dopey, but it seems like everyone gets along well on there. It does. You know, I saw Tyrese was breaking down The Rock twittered something nice. It seems like
everybody was like, distraught. I'm sure everybody's distraught over this. I mean, it was unexpected. No one expected this to happen. And the way he went out, it was just it's nothing short of devastating.
It's kind of disturbing that those TMZ cameras were surrounding Tyrese while he was crying, and they were like putting it on the internet. Kind of like weird how much media access.
Yeah.
It's just something that I was a little taken back when I saw it. Like, yeah, it does touch you.
Right. Right.
Why do we need to see it? You know.
Right. It's a private moment. You know, for the most part. Yeah. Why are we?
Hot off the presses, this man's crying.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's messed up.
There's nothing going on, I guess. You know,
That's the world we live in. But back to movies.
But I mean, what they're gonna do is like they're post-production wise, they're probably gonna CGI his face, and you know they'll figure out a way. We have the technology to do it.
We have the technology.
We can bring him back from the dead better than he was before. Better, stronger,
better acting.
I didn't say that. Not me. And listen, and as bad as he was, there were others who were working who were even worse than he was. I mean, I felt like, you know, I saw flashes of brilliance, like, you know, with certain scenes where he wasn't doing much of anything. I think if he had, like, the right director, you know, I think, you know, you probably would have gotten more than the sum of his parts. Let's put it that way.
Well, Vin Diesel and him basically had an easy job by those last couple movies. They were just stand there and look cool, and we'll build up new characters. You're already over as characters.
Right, but if anything, if that franchise taught you anything, is that you just can't put anyone behind the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like they tried that with Tokyo Drift, and that was like the least. That made the least out of all of them. They
they ripped the cast
Lucas
out.
Black.
Was anyone even in that? No, wait. Fast 2 didn't have Vin Diesel. That just had Paul Walker.
Walker and Tyrese.
Vin Diesel wasn't in it again until he was in the first one, and he was in the fifth one. I think.
The fourth.
Actually, he was in Tokyo Drift in a cameo.
Okay.
He was, but that really doesn't count.
Okay.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's very interesting that they rebooted the series with the fourth one, and then it wasn't that good, and then they basically rebooted it again with the fifth one with The Rock and everything. And since then, they kind of found their groove.
Right. Well, actually, yeah, you know, they made it into more of a heist film. It was basically, I always looked at it as like the Ocean's 11 for the cool people. You know? I mean, the Ocean franchise is like for the older generation, obviously, who liked Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack. And
look, there's old douchebags and young douchebags, and each one of those groups needs different movie franchise.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I did see American Hustle.
Oh.
Yeah, I try to see it. I got.
What do you mean you tried to see it?
I went to the ArcLight here in LA, which is by far my least favorite movie theater in the whole city. I went to the one in Hollywood, yes. Not only do they charge $14 a ticket, and they don't refill your popcorn. I know I don't need popcorn refills, but okay.
No, I agree.
But now I learned a new rule. As a 105 movie, I showed up for at like 1:13. And they said, sorry, 7 minutes after the movie starts, we close the doors. And I said, well, is it sold out? And they said, no. But, you know.
Are you serious? That's bull.
Yeah, they said they closed the doors and they don't let anyone else in. And I'm just like, all right, now you just gave me the third thing I needed to be completely done with this theater chain. And then the show was starting, so I didn't have time to see any other one. But I was pretty perturbed.
Oh, it would be.
Ooh, word of the day. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Chris was perturbed.
I mean, think about it. Think about this. You go to the movies. It already costs money.
This Ish is brought to you by the number 1, 2, and the letter A, B, and C. With the word perturbed. Continue.
Well, I mean, think about why people don't want to go to the movies. They feel like they're being screwed, or they feel like it's just too much of a hassle. Now not only do you not, like, there's no reason to go to this theater. I don't see any good reason.
Well, the seats and the actual screen is better than any other theater, but I prefer your little tiny local theaters, which there are a lot of in Los Angeles. There are a lot of tiny little theaters that are affordable and you know, much more welcoming. They are smaller and the screens aren't as good, but popcorn, no refill on a popcorn is blasphemous. No free refill on a large popcorn is ridiculous.
What's that other theater in the Grove? That theater also is like that.
Pacific, it's a Palisades?
I mean, guys, you're going to go to the movies to sit in the dark. Does it matter what the theater looks like? I mean, one time I went to see Ice Age, and there was a damn dirty diaper in the seat. That was disgusting. But other than that, I've never had a bad problem at the movie theater.
That's true. Well, I'm sorry you didn't get to see American Hustle. I thought it was absolutely
You know what?
fantastic.
I'll go to the ArcLight one more time and put my dirty diaper in the seat.
Yeah, bring it along.
Yeah.
Just shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to see it, but I didn't. So, George, you take the floor. Tell us all about it. Should we play sound effects while you try to talk cohesively?
Be my guest.
No.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Okay, so American Hustle.
Yeah.
Directed by David O. Russell of Silver Linings Playbook fame. He also recently directed The Fighter. He's done Three Kings, I Heart Huckabees. He gets the most out of his actors, in my opinion. So basically the story takes place, Christian Bale plays this con artist with a terrible comb over, but the character that he developed for it is fantastic. He actually gained like 40 pounds for the role. And you see him without a shirt, and you picture Christian Bale from like Dark Knight and or Machinist. You know, right. Well, Machinist, he was just like an Ethiopian, a white Ethiopian. But Dark Knight, he was just like ripped. You know what I'm saying? So this one, he looks like a middle-aged guy that doesn't take care of himself, that smokes. He's got a gut. He's bald with a nasty-ass comb over. And he teams up with another con artist who played by Amy Adams.
Adams.
Yeah, right? Amy Adams is in it.
That's right. Amy Adams. Keep going.
Yeah, and she's fantastic. And basically they team up and they take loans from people, bogus loans, by basically telling them, hey, my friend has connections with banks in London, and if you give us $5,000, we'll give you 50. But that does not guarantee that you're going to get the loan. You have to get approved first, but we still need the $5,000. So they start doing this, and they're making a lot of money. Then all of a sudden, Bradley Cooper comes in.
This is like a pre-Nigerian email scam, pre-email.
Oh yeah, this is the 70s. It takes place in the 70s, mind you. So there was no.
I also like your character description: a con man with a bad comb over.
That's basically what it is. I think you can take the rest from there.
Yeah, it's a really bad comb over though.
Yeah, it's awesome. So Bradley Cooper comes in and he's begging to get a loan.
Ever. He has the gnarliest perm you'll ever see.
Oh yeah, Bradley Cooper has a perm in it. So he also gets a loan, but it turns out once they accept his money, he's FBI, so they get busted. So basically, Bradley Cooper gives them the deal, like if you help us catch more people, like higher ups, like politicians and all this kind of stuff, we'll let you go. So basically, they start going after Jeremy Renner, who's the mayor of New Jersey, a town in New Jersey. But he's basically doing everything for the good of the community, and they get him to take a bribe, and in order for them to build up Atlantic City, because in the 70s Atlantic City was just like a shithole. So he's basically trying to get investors and all this kind of stuff to build up Atlantic City, and the story goes from there: more conning and more deception in order to catch people. And the mafia gets involved at some point. I don't want to give the entire story away, but it's very good. Louis C.K. is in it.
Really?
Yeah, as the director of the FBI, who constantly gets shit on by Bradley Cooper. Constantly gets shit on by his own agent, which I can't understand why, but watching the movie, it makes perfect sense. The acting was phenomenal all around. Bradley Cooper is Bradley Cooper. I'm not going to say I love the guy, but you kind of know what you're going to get from him. I think Silver Linings was his best work so far. I mean, he was great in The Hangover as well, but, that's The Hangover. That's what made him. Christian Bale is
Brilliant.
phenomenal in this. Like his entire physical being personifies a nice guy, very nice guy, good heart, but all he knows in his life is to con people. You know, that's what he's been doing growing up. So that's what he knows. That's all he knows. But he's not a bad guy.
All I know how to do is hustle.
Yeah. So he falls in love with Amy Adams, but it turns out that he has a wife and a kid. And Jennifer Lawrence is his wife.
Right.
But she's just like a complete manipulator, depressive, and every time Christian Bale's character tries to leave, she draws him back in by saying, oh, you know, that's just what we do. We fight and we fuck, blah, blah, blah. So he can't escape that because he's just got a good heart. He takes care of them.
You must have been so attracted to her.
You know what? I am attracted to her, but
Lauren.
She was annoying, bro. She actually did a great job, and she annoyed me. And she didn't make me want to fuck her, which obviously everybody does because she's so hot. But she didn't. She's fantastic, man. She is fantastic. And the character that she played was annoying and manipulative, and that's exactly how it made you feel.
I don't want to fuck Jennifer Lawrence. I want to make love to Jennifer Lawrence.
Whatever your perception of the lovemaking process may be, insert here.
Yeah, maybe for some people it is. Insert here.
Exactly. But Amy Adams, I'll tell you what, I wanted to tear Amy Adams apart in this movie. Damn. She was in this movie, yes. The character that Amy Adams plays like just a complete seductress. Yeah. Seductress. Nope.
You got it.
Be careful, that's Superman's girlfriend you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Superman can share or whatever.
Shit.
Overall, I think it's fantastic.
Hey, don't worry. Superman's going to get Wonder Woman in the latest entry.
Yeah, he could have her.
Does Superman have a thing for Wonder Woman, Brian?
According to the comic books of New 52, yes, he does.
I called him to the gossip forum I was on earlier.
Right.
Apparently in DC United Underground Level 3,
if you go to the anime section of Pornhub,
the hentai edition.
Hentai.
Make me sick. It's really good. Everyone should go see it. It's really, really good. And I personally love the 70s.
Well, George, you also really like acting. Like, acting will make... You judge movies based on the level of acting in them. Yeah,
that's a big proponent of mine. Like, I was completely sucked into it. The storytelling was good.
You also thought that There Will Be Blood should have won over No Country for Old Men that year.
As far as film, yes,
you do
best
that.
Film.
Okay,
yes.
See, I'm like, I have the opposite way of thinking than you, and then I thought they made the right call that year. But
I don't think they were wrong because it was very tough between No Country and There Will Be Blood. As far as Best Picture, I do think There Will Be Blood should have won. But the acting in both was basically on par with each other. They were both amazing. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is just on a different level from everybody else.
Yeah,
true.
They might have flipped a coin on that one.
They could have. That damn Academy. Wait till you meet me, you bastards.
You no good bastard. What? Oh, George, what happened? The Knicks fan went crazy. The fan from the Knicks went crazy.
Oh yeah, there's a fan rant about the Knicks.
What do we not know that we already know?
Exactly. I mean, if you're a Knicks fan, basically this is the deal.
This is the deal.
They're very bad this year. They're very, very, very bad this year.
What a freaking shock.
They were supposed to be good, and they were very, very, very bad. And this one Knicks fan, who's not even based in New York, just completely loses his mind. And I have a little bit of audio from this, actually. He just completely loses his shit.
Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm sorry. For 13 years we make the goddamn playoffs, and I ain't never started that about my goddamn Knicks. You already knew we were sorry.
True.
Hey, wait a second, George.
I said,
Is this from the movie Barbershop?
It doesn't take place in a barbershop, but they all have clean haircuts. They might have just come from the barbershop.
It's still in barbershop talk mode. Okay.
Yeah.
Whole organization up.
He did.
So we lost by 41 games. It's been like, oh, well, another day in the life of a New York Knicks fan.
Right.
But nigga, we got talent.
This is
You
true.
got Carmelo the scoring champ.
This is
You got Stoudemire who got all the fucking money in the world is fucked up. You got fucking Mel World Peace. Whatever. Tyson Chandler's hurt. Got it. Raymond Felton does his thing. Sharper claims he's mad every fucking game.
True.
What are you mad at? Pissed at everybody. You should be pissed what the fuck happened today.
Now, keep in mind, he began this rant because the Knicks just lost to a starless Celtic team by 40 points.
Right.
I like how his
And in
buddy
this video,
is just,
he's wearing
his
a
buddy
Knick hat.
just keeps ramping him up. Right, you're right. Keep going. You're right.
Yeah,
Keep going.
true.
True that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Hey,
And he just loses his mind, and at one point, he removes his hat, his shirt, and goes outside in the snow and starts stomping it.
It's all grandfather into this shit.
True.
It's about these rapping motherfuckers right here.
Wow.
This is what I think about y'all right now, Knicks. See this shit?
He's holding up his hat right now that says New York Knicks.
This is what I think about y'all right now, Chief.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, shit. No, Billy.
Oh, we live in nap time, dog. It's real snowy outside. I know he's not going to do it.
This is what I feel.
I was with you when you bought that hat.
This is what I feel.
Hold on. I was with you when you bought this hat. I know you paid about 30 for that.
No, Billy.
You're not saying that money's a thing. Money ain't no thing, but I'm just saying, I got to watch this shit. I got to watch
What
this.
you do to damn motherfuckers? You bury
You got to bury them mugs, man.
You bury these motherfuckers, Chief.
It's over.
Oh, my God. This
Okay.
Sharky McMaster.
Oh,
And
does he say? Wait, does he do a shout out? Is that where he does the shout out?
He does. The shout out is coming up right now. After he continues stomping his hat, the shout out is coming up.
Motherfuckers.
God damn, Billy. God damn.
Fuck the Knicks.
God damn.
Fuck everything about the Knicks, Chief.
God damn.
Damn, B.
It's too crazy,
Fuck
man.
the Knicks, Pete. Y'all renovated a new Madison Square Garden out this motherfucker.
Shout out to Santa, man.
Shout out to Santa, man. He's trying to stay on the, even though his friend's being naughty, he's trying to stay on the nice list.
He zoomed into a snowman dressed as Santa and he said, shout out to Santa, mate.
I like how in the beginning he says, I miss church for these raggedy bastards.
Yeah, every Sunday. I even miss jokes for these raggedy bastards.
So I guess that's whatever that was is what's going on in the world of sports. Oh, also Justin had some things to say. What was he up to? You always like to hear from Justin. Very upset now that the Giants aren't doing well, I imagine.
Yeah, Justin is
officially
continually
out.
upset about the Giants, who are officially eliminated from the playoffs from last week. They started off the season 0-6, and then they might have won 2 games. But he's very, very, very continually upset about the Giants, even though their season is not going to get better. And he had something to say this week.
Games really matter, Mike. They really fucking matter. Let's just put Eli out there the next 2 games and let him get hurt for next year. Really smart thing to do there, Francesca, you jackass. And if the games matter so much, how come they didn't show up in San Diego 2 weeks ago? How come they didn't show up at home against the Seahawks and possibly pull off an upset? How come they got embarrassed both weeks? Yeah, they're really going to show up to play in Detroit Sunday. Give me a fucking break. I'm so tired of these excuses for this team. I'm sick and fucking tired of it.
Yikes! Well, he brings up a couple good points. Well, first of all, I would love to hear him go at Francesa that way. That would be funny.
Oh, on the phone? Yeah,
That would be hysterical. He might already be banned from their calling.
Well, yeah, he's probably banned. And even if Francesa did allow him to talk, Francesa would have cut him off.
Oh, yeah.
In no time. Yeah,
now, he does bring up an interesting point where, teams aren't doing good at the end of the season, and some people give them shit like, oh, they're not playing hard, they're not running through the bases and stuff like that, when if there's nothing on the line, then why not just rest up, I guess.
Yeah, especially, in football, it's different. I mean, especially when you don't really have anything on the line, I would just, not, put certain backs and receivers in. You're
but then at
starting
the
back.
same time, are you rewarding your first string who didn't produce well by putting in the second and third string and letting you chill out because you have a bad record?
I just figured that
there's only 16 games in the season, so you figure that, especially if they're not doing well, I mean, they were out of it in the beginning of the year, but because their division is so bad, they weren't truly out of it, even though everyone kind of knew they were. So when they had an opportunity to play better, because the Redskins equally suck, the Cowboys are right on the 50-yard line every year. Everyone thinks they're going to do well. The Eagles started to suck, but then Vic got hurt, and the backup quarterback, Nick Foles, is doing exceptionally well. So that's when the Eagles separated themselves from the pack, and the Giants sort of had an opportunity to keep up with them, but it didn't work. So that's where this is coming from.
I can't believe how sickened he is. Imagine if he was a Jets and Mets fan, how sickened he would be.
Oh, yeah, he would. He'd have jumped off the bridge.
Well, thank you, Justin. Those are super entertaining.
Really.
I guess the other thing that's been going on in sports, I don't know if there's been any stories, but there's been a lot of trades going on.
Yeah, Robinson Cano, the 9-year homegrown second baseman of the New York Yankees, signed a 10-year, $240 million deal with the Seattle Mariners.
Interesting.
Keep in mind, the Yankees offered him 7 years, $175, and he turned it down and got 10 years, $240. So that's 3 more years and $65 million more.
No downside there other than possible endorsements from the New York market.
Someone tweeted about Robinson Cano. I'm not sure who it was, to be honest with you. It was a prominent figure in baseball. And he said, Robinson Cano not only got $65 million more, but an extra 30 days of vacation. It's called October.
Oh, shit. That's pretty good. How do the contracts work, though? Can they ever be terminated or?
No, baseball's guaranteed.
Even if you're hurt?
Yeah.
He could break both his legs in the first game of the season, and he's still going to get all his money.
He could never walk again starting tomorrow, and he'd get all of that money.
As long as the contract is signed, yeah.
Man, I should have worked harder at my curveball when I was younger.
Yes, you should have. And you're a lefty. You would have probably gotten a contract.
Shit.
Yeah, and make no mistake of it, that players' union is far more stronger than it is in the NFL. You know,
it's the strongest one in the country.
I'm in Venice Beach. I could have been in Malibu at this point.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. But that was the biggest deal, I think, of the off season, because he's the best second baseman in Major League Baseball. Statistically, offensively rather, he's the best second baseman. You're not going to get he would hit 30 home runs and 100 RBI pretty much more or less every year, and you're not going to get that from the second base position. And he was pretty good defensively too. A lot of people argued that he didn't hustle and blah blah blah. Yeah, you play 162 games plus 30 games of spring training plus whatever winter ball you're going to play. Let's say over 200 games of baseball. You're not going to sprint to first base if you ground out to second every time. You know, I don't care who you are. There are a few players that do. Okay. But you're not going to sprint to first base if you ground out to third base. You're not going to do that. I don't care who you are. It's just not going to happen. You know? So that's why people were getting on him. Oh, he makes all this money. He should be running out. Yeah. We get it. I can't necessarily blame him for taking 3 more years and $65 million more. I think most people would.
Yeah. So people are actually, there's always someone being negative. Because he's leaving the Yankees, everyone's upset?
No, but I mean, he started out with the Yankees. He's won a World Series with the Yankees. He's made tons of money already with the Yankees. They are a proven winning organization. They're like the most prominent organization in baseball.
Right. Why would you take the money? You know, it kind of reminds me of Pujols, in a sense. You know, when Pujols broke in with the Cardinals, like, you know, he was their golden child, if you will. You know, and, you know, when he left to go to Anaheim because they offered him more money, it was like, initially it didn't make any sense, you know, because, you know, he was like a son to them, You know, they probably would have built statues like, you know, right next to Stan Musial, who I didn't know passed away. Rest in peace. You know, in St. Louis. St. Louis is a damn good baseball town. Why would he bother, you know, take more money, you know, in Anaheim, which is not necessarily known as a big baseball, you know, city.
Yeah, plus these contracts come into play. I think St. Louis offered him 6 years, $100 million, something like that. Maybe not even, somewhere around there, right? Give or take a few tens of millions, and maybe give or take a year. Anaheim gave him 10 years, $250 million, and guess what? He hasn't done shit these past 2 years. He's had a foot injury this year. He didn't play like half the season. He hasn't even hit more than like 25 home runs or batted in more than like 80 RBI these past 2 years. And this is coming from a guy that used to hit 40 a year, 150 RBIs a year almost. So they paid this guy $250 million for the next 8 years. It's tough. It's tough.
Money.
A lot of these guys are looking for 10-year contracts.
Okay, so let's say Brian Williams. Let's say Brian Williams gets a contract of 10 years, $100 million. How much of that money does he see? Like, does the agent takes him, then he has to spend that on his own trainers? Like, how does that money get split, or is that truly $10 million going?
Oh no, it's not. It's not truly. They obviously get taxed on depending what state they're in.
Right. And
especially if the agent is the one that orchestrated the whole deal, you know, then obviously they're going to get a big cut of that.
Well, it depends. It depends what usually. I know for acting, an agent gets 10%.
Right.
If you have a manager, he also gets 10%.
Nowadays it's like 20% now.
No, it's not. Legally, it's 10%.
Brian's got 3 agents and 3 managers. They all take 20%. Do the math.
Of his day job pay.
Do the math. He gives away 120% of his check.
of his day job paycheck.
Can't say I'm not charitable.
Yeah, Brian's agent calls him. All right, we got 5 boxes for you to lug.
Yeah, kid, I've been waiting for those.
Can you take basically starts tonight? I can.
They're going to pay tax on all that. All the training and whatnot is offered by the team. They don't have to pay for any of that stuff unless you're going to do anything in the off season that you're going to do on your own. They don't pay for any trainers. They don't pay for any medical. Nothing.
Now, if the deal involves you moving to another state to play for another team, what state do you get taxed in?
Whatever the state the contract is signed in. Like, for example, Texas doesn't have any income tax.
So you might want to go to Texas just to sign a deal.
Yeah.
You might want to have a house in Texas. Yeah,
stuff like that. A lot of players do that kind of stuff. But it depends where you're going to play, where the contract is going to be signed. I don't know what's going on in Seattle with the taxes, but I know in New York it's high, in California it's high as well. You know. But I guess playing for a winner doesn't necessarily mean much. Even though Seattle does have a lot of potential, he went for the money, and you can't blame him, but at the same time it's a little disappointing when these players leave. Like David Wright, for example, his career has taken a little bit of a downturn. David Wright is the third baseman for the New York Mets, the loser New York Mets,
lovable loser New York Mets.
Maybe they should change their name to that, the lovable loser New York Mets.
Yeah, they should. Maybe more people would just think they're fucking.
Maybe that's what they should rename Mr. Met, the lovable loser.
That's what he is at this point. He signed an extension with the Mets. He didn't even hit the free agent market because he said he wanted to finish his career there. Why, I don't know, but it's loyal, and you have to respect that. He got paid, of course, a very fair, very good amount.
I think he likes some of those Queens girls.
Oh, yeah. We knew someone that supposedly hung out with David Wright several times while she was dating one of our friends. Who knows what's the truth behind that story, but
do the math.
A mutual friend that we once had was dating this girl who nobody liked, and apparently she was also hanging out with David Wright during their relationship on a regular basis.
I like her. I like everyone. Next topic.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
No.
All right, so 2 significant passings in Hollywood. I don't know if anyone cares.
I don't think we do. I think the show's over. Who died?
All right. Peter O'Toole.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done.
He signed he didn't sign the 10-year extension on Earth. He died.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that 10-year contract, and I'll die after that. Like, give me 10 years, 250, and I'm cool. I'll live till 37. I'll drop dead.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
What are you gonna do with the money?
Actually,
have a lot of kids.
Wow.
And make movies. Brian, you can be the gaffer in all my movies.
Have kids make movies. That should be your T-shirt. There was a guy at my old job who used to do cocaine and wash the dishes really fast. I thought it would be a cool idea to have a T-shirt that says "Do coke, wash dishes."
Fast.
He was fast and furious.
So Peter O'Toole kicked the bucket.
Brian, it's too bad you can't suck up to these people now that they're dead.
Yeah, not that I had any intentions to in the first place.
Yeah, kid, they're not shady enough for me, kid.
Right, and the second one was Joan Fontaine.
Yeah.
Who, was a star back in the 40s. And
she was about 94, huh?
96. And her sister,
right?
And her older sister's still alive, Olivia de Havilland.
And they used to compete for roles, didn't they?
Yeah, roughly. And Olivia did a lot of films with Errol Flynn, who was known for being like one of the all-time great drunks, celebrity drunks.
Oh, I can't wait for when I'm a celebrity drunk.
Right, and it's so funny because, Peter O'Toole played a variation of Errol Flynn in a film called My Favorite Year.
That's hilarious.
Where he's like a washed-up, swashbuckling, drunk who has to do like a variety show.
How old was Peter O'Toole?
I believe he was 83.
All right, so these guys were up there.
Yeah, But, he was known for being a drunk along with, the two dicks, Richard Harris and Richard Burton, so. And he outlived them for another 30 years. So
it's weird how that happens, Some people are so healthy and then their heart explodes one day, and then other people just drink and smoke till whenever. I don't think it matters what you do in life. You're gonna die when you're gonna die.
That's true. That's why
It's just your quality of life will be different, but I think the actual death part is kind of like when your time's up, it's up.
Yeah, my time is running out, so that's why I'm just going for it.
Are you still depressed?
No, not at all. I'm happy.
You're happily ready to die?
Not necessarily ready to die, but I'm I don't fear it.
Why do you want to die so bad?
I don't want to die. That's not what I said. I don't want to die. And I'm ready for it.
Where are you getting your source, Chris?
I don't want him to die.
Well, I'm not going to, but I said if it happens,
it's gonna happen. If it happens, it happens. He's saying that he's not afraid of it. Whatever happens, happens.
I don't want to. Okay.
All right, we know that you.
Yeah, who's gonna play that soundboard if you die? Brian doesn't even understand how to work his computer.
Yeah, you're right. I'm like George Jetson on that motherfucker.
Chris, help me stop this crazy thing.
It's true. I'll be like, yo, these once a week are killers. There's an episode there's an episode of The Jetsons where George says, these 3 days a week work weeks are killers.
Brian's been on the show once in a month and he's done. He's tired.
Yeah, man.
He's finished.
All right, well, we'll go. Let's say goodbye, some Christmas wishes to everyone out there. Everyone have a Merry, Merry Christmas. And if you're listening to this on the archive, then have a Merry Christmas in whatever year you are.
I agree.
And happy holidays. I'm going to be politically correct. And wish a happy holiday to everyone, no matter what race, creed, color, or denomination you are.
And I wish a Merry Christmas to everyone, regardless of their race, creed, color, nationality.
And happy holidays to everyone.
And I wish goodwill toward men and women.
Excellent.
All right. Well, everybody, check us out at shootingtheish.com. Shootingtheish@gmail.com is where you can go to send us an email. Give us a little message in text or audio format. Please, we'd love to play it on the show. Also, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Type in those addresses and then do /shootingtheish. That's ISH for ish. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas to you and yours.